Thank you, Madam President and members. Since this bill was triple referred, there's very few of us in here that haven't heard a robust discussion on it already. And I don't know that we could quite duplicate that on the floor anyway without all the testimony, both for and against. And so it's one of those issues that as we weigh it, we have to figure out, there's no right or wrong in this, but we have to figure out how do we vote a thorny issue. And as I look at this, I'm very sensitive to those who have immune systems who are compromised. And I recognize that our number one responsibility, I would say, is public safety. Public safety has many different hats that it wears, whether it's a police, like we recognized earlier on the floor, that do rescues in the mountains or other places, whether nationally it's our Army that protects our shores, our boundaries, or in our case, what we mandate or require of the public. This isn't a decision to be taken lightly, and I don't think any of us do, but for me, I'm still not convinced, and here's why. The recent outbreak at one of our amusement centers, without being specific, is what seemed to bring this to a boil. And in looking at that, you had 500 and some cases of measles that resulted. But as they drilled down on that and they looked at it, 20% of the people who got infected had already been inoculated. You have a lot of foreigners that visit here, and we don't require them to be inoculated before they come to our country. In fact, we thrive on visitors. We thrive on people coming to California because it's a great place to come and visit. So if you have a child, or if you as an adult have immune system that's compromised, you would reasonably expect that if you took that child to a place, an amusement park, or even a school, that it's going to be a germ factory, that you're going to be at risk. And so if I had a child in that condition, I would not be taking them there because even though it's a remote chance that they would get sick, certainly you can protect them better at home or in a place that doesn't have as many potential problems. Additionally, to some of the vaccines wear off, you have some vaccines that also, like chickenpox, while it's remote, they're also contagious for a period of time. You could actually be spreading it by immunizing somebody for chickenpox and they're out in a public situation and they could catch that. That's what the disclaimers say. So with all that being said, I do think that our vaccines are some of the greatest medical advances in the world that we have seen forever. And my family and I all get vaccinated. So it's not about whether I believe in it or not. It comes down to what do we as a society, do we as a legislature trade when we mandate that somebody has to do this to protect somebody else. And I don't believe that the crisis we have seen with the measles epidemic raises to that level to give up the personal freedoms that we enjoy in a free society, because there are complications for some, not for all, but some. But even if you have 0.5% that are affected by an inoculation, why do we mandate that they put their child at risk? Let the parents decide. Let us help educate them to the values of vaccines so they have a very informed decision. But I don't think it's our role here today to mandate that they have to take part in all these vaccinations. So I urge your no vote.